Hurricane Force was created in 2010 on the original storm damaged chassis. After said truck acquired an all new chassis for the season, it would be driven by Steve Thompson. After storm damage received another new chassis for the 2012 season. Its previous chassis would be again used for Hurricane Force in Montgomery 2012, and Tim Mente drove the truck. In 2014, for the 2014 season, Hurricane Force's chassis would undergo a update, rebuild, and design. It would also receive a new body, being a 2005 Ford F-150. The following year, Hurricane Force would be invited to compete in the Young Gun Shootout at Monster Jam World Finals 17 in Ontario, Canada, 2015. The truck would run as Northern Nightmare with Steve Thompson driving. 2016, Hurricane Force received an all-new paint scheme. The truck would be invited to compete in the Young Gun Shootout at Monster Jam World Finals 17. Later that season, the truck would be run on the Iron Warrior chassis for select shows, most notably the 2016 Monster Spectacular in Montreal. The following year, Hurricane Force competed in Monster Jam Stadium Championship Series 4. Later that December, the truck would be shipped to Brazil to run as Zombie for Monster Jam's inaugural shows in San Pedro. Once again, I believe that is correct. 2018, Hurricane Force would be running as Earthshaker for Monster Jam, competing in Stadium Championship Series 3. Later that year, the truck would receive a new Eddie Majaka chassis, while the previous J&B chassis would be used for storm damage. For the time being, it would continue to use on storm damage until 2020, when said truck resumed competition with its original chassis. The previous chassis would eventually be sold to Donnie Hibbert the following year, where it would be converted into Tank and later Tyrone the Terrible. Meanwhile, Hurricane Force would also debut a retro purple and black design that November, which also be displayed at the International Monster Truck Hall of Fame. I wish I could go there. Hurricane Force would run as Earthshaker again for the 2019 Monster Jam Stadium Championship Series 2, as well as select stadium events in the summer. The truck would begin running the retro design with a few changes. It would be also ran as Rod Ryan in the October Houston shows. In 2020, Hurricane Force would run as Earthshaker yet again for Monster Jam Stadium Championship Series Yellow after the series abruptly ended in March due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Hurricane Force would compete in select shows for the remainder of the season. It is unknown if the truck will return to Monster Jam, but highly likely due to the relationships between the two organizations. Here we go. In 2022, the truck would run the former Carolina Crusher body